on, Papa? It's the DSG boys, baby. We're here. It is 7 o'clock on March 3rd. March. You know what March means, Mike? March Madness. It means St. Patty's, St. Fratties. It means Shamrock Shakes. But the number one thing it means, brother, opening fucking day is 24 days away.
Oh, yeah.
25. And your boys are going to be there. We were already at spring training. We got a lot to talk about, bro. Spring training's in full swing ahead, whatever the fucking word is. Mees, how you living, bro?
Living good, man. Living good. Exciting times. Season is on the horizon.
What up, chat?
Feels like time's flying by, man. Feels like spring training's flying by. It's already mid-March. Next thing you know, we're going to be seeing Michael King out there on the bump Thursday afternoon, 1 p.m. start time.
You think it's going to be Mike King?
Leading off. What's up?
You think it's going to be Mike King?
I think it should be. Who should it be?
I think it's going to be Darvish.
Yeah, I mean, Thursday.
The argument would be, hey,
listen, my argument is this. Right? And then I'll let you go. And also, shout out Birdie Surfer. Great hats.
We never talk outside our shows.
No. Yeah, our text string is super limited. There's definitely nothing else that we say outside of Padres baseball. I think, and this is like really, really wishful thinking, right? I think getting the ball on opening day is a really big honor. And if you're trying to re-sign Michael King, why not give him the ball on opening day? Yu Darvish is not an egocentric pitcher, bro. He does not give a fuck if he's starting game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. He wants to win baseball games. I don't think Michael King's an egocentric guy, but city's lively. Opening day as a starting pitcher is one of the biggest accomplishments that you can have. That means you're the number one on the rotation. You get the ball on opening day. I say, why not let Mike King get the ball opening day? It's like, Cease is walking. Everyone knows Cease is walking. The song and dance, like, I get Dylan Cease probably wants to stay a Padre, but there's no way that Scott Boras is ever going to agree to a contract that's not completely overvaluing Dylan Cease as a player. And good for Dylan Cease because he'll get his money. But it's not going to be the Padres that pay it.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about Cease later. I don't want to. That's negative vibes to start the show. I do like your point.
That's not even trying to be negative. I'm just saying that, like, out of the two, if you're going to give the ball to one of them on opening day, I think I would say either one that has the best chance of re-signing, I would give the ball to, and the best chance of re-signing is for sure Michael King.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think there's, and I think Tom said it. And what up, everybody in the chat? We got a lot of goats in here right now. We got 72 people in here. Like this shit up. And Mees, if like JP says, if the stream gets to 100, we might have to play a little Big Mees tonight. I don't know if it's gonna. He's never been a freestyler, but we got a couple. Mike has a couple songs.
I got some verses I have some verses from the back pocket.
100 likes, 100 likes, and we'll 100
likes. All right.
I like your point. I think the veteran respect, like Tom said, Yu Darvish, how many more does he got, right? But I do like your point on saying, hey, you show Michael King, we're all in on you, man. And I don't think that's necessarily, I don't think if it comes down to, oh, the Padres gave me the opening day start, but the fucking Blue Jays are going to pay me 20 extra mil, that probably won't be the deal. But it does show, hey, you're our guy, right? So I do like that a lot. But let's touch, hey, how's everybody doing in the chat? Tell us where you're watching from. I know my boy John's watching from SF. The vibes are high right now, dude. I know the Pods aren't necessarily winning in spring training, but those wins and losses mean absolutely fucking nothing, guys. Like, just like everybody ate the trash when I made that Roki video, right? When he threw that fucking meatball to Kyle Teal. Spring training is just for the vibes. It's to get some reps in. It's to get healthy. But there are some guys where spring training does matter. For example, Jackson Merrill last year. Jackson Merrill comes up. We have no idea what this kid's going to be. He's playing center field. We're like, hey, okay, that's cool. Like, let's see what he does. And now he is Jackson Merrill. And we're going to touch on his power and what I think he could be and what I bet you most of the chat thinks he could be a little later in this episode. But there's three guys I want to talk about. I actually just made a TikTok about this that I'm posting a little later. But the first guy I want to talk about is the guy who's in this thumbnail, Tirso Ornelas. Tirso time. the Crimson Chin. There's a lot of things. Viva La Raza. A lot of things you could say about Tirso. Tirso is a fan favorite already, right? We've been getting tweeted about Tirso ever since we pretty much started the DSG. Mexican-born player. I think with our fan base being in our team being as close in proximity to Mexico, having a Mexican player would be just massive for the fans, for everything. You see SDFC with Chucky Lozano. You see how hyped everybody gets about that. So Tirso on pay, like the idea of Tirso is great. My biggest concern is like, okay, he's been in our farm system for a while. Why hasn't he been called up yet? Like, why hasn't he taken that leap? If he's been, we signed him out of Mexico at like 17. He's 25 now. Not really sure why. He raked last season. Raked. That being said, played in the, what do you call it? He played for the El Paso Chihuahuas. Everybody rakes for the El Paso Chihuahuas. Had just hit 20 home runs. Mm-hmm. What I'm seeing from Tirso right now, Mike, he has 7 for 15, 3 doubles, a nuke, 3 walks, and the number one thing that I've seen from Tirso that I love the most, 0 strikeouts, bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Tirso. Tirso, you have a shot to make a name for yourself and, get a role, because guess what? Jason Hayward hasn't gotten a hit yet. And there's some other guys that you're like, hey, and we can touch on that later, but and it's early. But hey, Tirso, you want to make a fucking baseball team? You want to be a big leaguer? You want to play for the San Diego Padres? This is your shot. And that motherfucker is taking it by the balls and he's saying, let's go. And that Nuki hit, bro, that's real power. That's real power, bro. I'm all in on the Tirso time experience. All he had to show me was what he's showing me right now. That fucker rakes. He wasn't in the lineup 2 days ago. I was pissed. We had all the guys in the lineup. Eguy and Tirso, and Egui's the other guy I'm going to talk about, weren't in the lineup. Those are the 2 dudes I want to see. Those dudes got VAR, bro. Those are the guys that you look at and you're like, man, remember when we didn't think it's going to be August and both those dudes are going to be crushing it for us? We're going to be like, remember when we didn't think those fuckers are going to even make the team? Like, Tirso and Eguy, bro, those 2 could not have impressed me more so far this spring. What do you talk about?
I'm with you. I'm just wondering now who gets the boot. There's only so many roster spots, right? If Eguy and Tirso both get a roster spot, who's getting the boot? Because you can't just have 30 people on the roster. You're gonna have to cut some people. And I'm curious. I mean, listen, there's a few guys that are in the camp right now that I think don't have a great shot at making it. I don't think Martin Maldonado is going to be on the team. I don't think Forrest Wall is going to be on the team. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's like those guys, but there's.
I think it really comes down to like, is B-Lock going to be on the team?
Probably not.
Is Jason Hayward going to break camp?
Well, Hayward needs to start. Hey, and a couple of the balls he's hit were hard off the bat. And Hayward's a vet, right? But right now, $1 million. It's
disposable.
That's not a guaranteed spot. We're paying Hosmer $13 million to make a fucking podcast. They could take the $1 million hit. If Tirso continues to hit the cover off the ball like he's doing right now, I want him on the squad way more than Jason Hayward. 100%. Yeah. And I don't want to see Yuli Gurriel on. And I'd rather have Hayward than Yuli Gurriel, 100%. Because Hayward's actually a veteran. I mean, Yuli's a veteran too, but a veteran clubhouse presence that Tirso could learn from. Yuli Gurriel, man, no disrespect, no power. He's 40. He's slow as fuck. Yeah, maybe he can get on base, but come on, guys. DH. When I see Yuli Gurriel DHing in this lineup, I cringe. I'm like, what the fuck, man? That top 4 is incredible. Arise can't stop hitting right now. Tatis is second in MVP voting. Merrill is Merrill's 21. That motherfucker might be like fuck it, I'll say it. So he looks like he could be a Hall of Fame player one day with how he's doing. He's 21 years old, bro. He's 21. If that power is real, and Manny Machado is a Hall of Famer. So you have those 4. Obviously, Xander and fucking Jake are on the team. And then you go and you're like, our DH. You put DH as like a Tirso or an Eguy? All right. You put Yuli Gurriel? Come on, bruh.
Yeah.
Come
I mean,
on,
I
bro.
keep
It's
forgetting
just a
Jackson
vibe,
Merrill is
bro.
only 21 years old, dude.
No, Jackson Merrill is 21 years old, Mike. There are players that go, the Padres, there are players that are going to be drafted in the first round of this MLB draft coming up that will be older than Jackson Merrill. It's the same thing with Tatis back in the day, bro. Tatis is younger than you, Mike.
I know.
That's fucking crazy. That is crazy, bro. Eguy, hey, what I'm talking about right now, Eguy against fucking lefties, Tirso against righties. Have Hayward play left field, and then maybe have Gavin Sheets come off the bench too. Fuck Yuli. You know, hey, B-Lock, gotta show me something. There's some guys that you gotta show me something. And guess what? Thank God we the worst thing that could have happened is, you know, Tirso sucks right now, and he's like, you know, 1 for 13. Eguy sucking. We got guys that are gonna push the envelope, and that's what you want to see in spring, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like. There's a few things I really like so far this spring training. Competition in the outfield, love it. Love seeing guys like Tirso and Eguy get their time, get their ability to shine. Listen, we know through friends how difficult making a big league club is. Like, it is an impossible challenge, and you have to go off your ass to be able to
Baseball's a hard sport, man. Shocking.
To best out other guys who have a little bit more. Like, it's going to be hard for Tirso Ornelas to break camp over a Connor Joe or Jason Hayward, just given the amount of even though it's a small amount, you pay a guy $1 million and he's a veteran.
Yeah.
You're not going to dump him and then ruin your shot at ever getting another veteran minimum guy because you dumped this guy right before the start of the season, right? So it's going to be very hard for him to break camp. But are we here to make friends and be good guys? Is Preller trying to be the nicest GM, or is he trying to win a championship? Because if you're trying to win a championship, you got to put Tirso on that team. And if one of those other guys who got paid $1 million or is on a minor league deal that's a veteran contract guy, fuck it, I don't care. Tirso Ornelas has earned it. This dude's been in the system for 8 years.
Yeah, he has. Hey, real talk. He has. I'm all in, man. I'm all in on this fucker because guess what? The one thing I haven't seen him do is have play with the big boys, and he's gonna see. Because some of the guys he's faced aren't, he hasn't faced fucking, he hasn't faced these like big wig pitchers yet. That being said, these are the kind of guys where if they hit and if they click, that is so big for this team. Jason Hayward, we know what a 35-year-old Jason Hayward ceiling is. We don't know what Tirso Ornelas ceiling is, Mike. What if this fucking guy's a 20 home run guy? No, I mean, I'm being honest. I know. There's a legitimate shot. Also, Eguy Rosario, bro, and this is a glaze fest. I don't give a fuck. I'm the Dominican Swiss Army knife. I fucking love this dude. Everything this dude does. The only knock on his game, I think there was a stat. He had like the 4th or 5th highest OBP or OPS against left-handed pitchers in all of baseball last year. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. The whole knock on Eguy has always been, fucker can't hit a righty. Mike Devine's on the bump, Eguy can't hit him. Ben Brown, who was the number 1 guy I wanted to trade for Dylan Cease, I was like, that's the dude. Ben Brown, who throws absolute gas, pitches against Eguy. Eguy goes fucking Oppo Taco, like 110 off the bat, 412 Oppo Taco off a righty. Watched another highlight against the A's, RBI single against a righty. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
bro.
He's really just.
Look at Nathan has a great comment too. Did you know Eguy Rosario is the longest tenured Padre in the entire organization?
It's fascinating,
bro. Guys,
him and Tirso are lifelong pods, dude.
Well, give these fuckers a shot, man. Give them a shot. And guess what? The thing with Eguy too, like we mentioned about Jake. Hey, man, if Crone's not hitting and it's against a lefty, sit Crone. Put Eguy. Hey, I want bench pieces like we had last year. What was awesome about last year, Chat and Mike? We had some sick guys coming off the bench. Just like the Coach Quintero show used to say, got to have some veterans coming off the bench. Fuck the veterans. Got to have some fucking VAR guys off the bench, bro. Yeah. Tirso, Eguy, Connor Joe. Have these fuckers off the bench. We're cooking, dude.
Like, it's
Low
not
key.
the sexiest bench in baseball. Don't get me wrong. It's not the sexiest bench in baseball, but you need a well-rounded bench, and it's
It
a
could get
well-rounded
sexy,
bench.
though. It could get sexy. Hey, tell me it could get sexy.
It could get.
Can it get sexy? Chat, chat, let us know. Hey, chat, comment if it can get sexy or not. Hey, I want this bench to get sexy in 2025, bro.
And the bench
now
will
that
get sexy.
David Peralta's on TikTok, he's not coming back. Solano's in Seattle. You know, hey, we got to get sexy. 2025 is the year the bench gets sexy, bro. I'm feeling that. Hey, we're what? Yeah. Hey, Joe, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Clap cheeks. Hey, I'm hyped, man. The other guy I'm talking about, and I made the TikTok that I'll post later. 5th spot in the rotation. Everybody was singing it was my guy, Randy V. Randy V is serving up some fucking Buca de Beppos, baby. Hey, the Pope table. He's serving up those, Olive Garden, Subway, meatball sandwich type shit. He's getting raked. He does not. His stuff, and he's only started 2 games, but his stuff looks like absolute ass cheeks right now.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Kyle Hart. I guess he's looking good. Also,
I saw a video of him pitching in the backfield.
Kyle
he
Hart,
looked nasty.
Kyle
the
Hart
hitman, bro.
The hitman is 6'5", by the way. That's a unit. So we haven't seen Kyle Hart pitch. Matty Nux is, getting a lot of play. I guess he's been on record saying I'm about to just fucking throw the shit out of my knuckleball. Love that. We've always said, hey, other than your fucking 88 mile per hour fucking straight fastball, how about you just get knuckied? Hey, knuck if you buck.
Knuck if you buck.
But the guy I want to talk about, and I see some of the chat talking about this guy. Stevie K's, bro. Kolek looks like a fucking starting pitcher. Like, he looks like a guy. Hot take. Watching him pitch, if I had a couple too many Modelo's, I gotta get Michael King energy.
Dude, what the fuck? That was my take. I tweeted that shit last week. I said, this is Michael King Jr., Stephen Kolek, and this guy's like, have a couple Modelo's. You're not crazy to say that. That's a sober take. Dude, he looks insane. He looks
good, bro.
He looks
good.
He's a diamond in the rough. He's a diamond in the rough.
I love how all these fuckers, all these teams are like, yo, so we have this kind of mid-ass reliever. How about we just make him a starter? And then they're just like nasty, bro. Fucking Clay Holmes is on the Mets now throwing a kick change. Everyone's like, he's a sneaky Cy Young hope. All I did was watch Clay Holmes serve up meatballs for the Yanks last year, bro. Yeah. Stevie K's, though, 5 innings pitched. He had 3 scoreless yesterday, 1 K. Dude, watching Stephen Kolek gives me energy or gives me vibes of a guy who you have him and Matt Waldron as like kind of like that fighting for that 5th spot with fucking Kyle Hart. This team has depth now.
Let me give you the reason why I believe so much in Stephen Kolek this year.
Pepperoni Pavetta is crazy.
This is Stephen Kolek walked so many guys. He was Wild Bill last year. He was Wild Bill. Guy couldn't find the zone sometimes. 5 innings pitched this spring, no walks.
Yeah, man.
If you limit your walks and you got nice stuff, tell you what, brother, shit's going to play.
Hey.
5th starter, why not let him get some run? If it doesn't work out, we got good depth in the rotation. We got
have good depth.
Long rotation, long relief role maybe. I like what's going on with this team. I like Stephen Kolek. I'm telling you, dude, if you have 2 guys, if you remind us pitching wise of Michael King and we have both of them, that's a special thing, man. That's a special thing.
Well, the cool thing about Stephen Kolek too, man, if this guy pans out and is a legit, rotation piece, dude's under control for like 5 more years. These are the things that these are the guys we need to hit. Like if Kolek can somehow, dude, all he has to be is like a 4.5. Dude, give me a 4 ERA, 130 innings. You do that, you're goated. You are a massive success if that happens. And watching him pitch, it doesn't look like anything it doesn't look like he's getting lucky. It looks like he's just fucking dealing. And is he going to win the Cy Young? Probably not. But if this fucker could give me 30 starts, the dude has good stuff, man.
You just got to limit the walks, brother.
Great point, Hawkeye. hey, going up against other number 5s, I like our chances with Kolek. It's not right now watching Randy V pitch, and I know it's been 2 starts. I'm like, dude, this guy is just like all over the place. And Randy has shown last year he gave us 100 innings. Randy's shown that when he's on, he could be a solid MLB pitcher. But Steven Kolek, hey, that door is wide open, brother. That's what I love about spring training. You get opportunities. Tirso has an opportunity. He's seizing it by the fucking balls. Eguy Rosario has an opportunity. There's guys that you're like, hey, I want a team. And Mike Schild always talks about this. Is like competition's a great thing. Competition's a really, really good thing. What up, chat? If you guys could like this stream too, man, like this stream. Let us know where you're watching from, man. I'm excited. The vibes, the energy. Yeah, Randy had 20 starts last year. That's legit, man. Also, Matt Waldron was not garbage. Matt Waldron was awesome for like 2.5 months. He kind of lost it. But the one thing I like about Matt Waldron, there's a few, but the number one thing I like about Matt Waldron, what does he do this spring? He's like, hey, I'm going to just throw the knuckleball. I see that. That's my most successful pitch. He's not like, oh, I'm not going to change. That motherfucker wants to be a pro baseball player. He wants to be on the pods. He's going to do everything in his power. You give me guys like that to root for, I'll root for that motherfucker every day. Hey, maybe he's Matty Meatballs and he just fucking blows this year. At least he's trying. At least he's all in. And guess what? How much are we paying Matt Waldron, Mike?
$600K, whatever, $700K.
Hey, if Matt Waldron sucks, move him back down. It's fine. He's under control. He'll try to figure something out. He was low-key the MVP of the pitching staff for 2 months.
Yeah.
At least. Matty Nux gives no fucks. Throw that fucking knuckleball. He ran out of gas. Guess what? With guys like Steven Kolek and Kyle Hart, you can give Matt Waldron a couple days off. Matt Waldron, give us 2.5 good months again. That's a win. This team's coming together, bro. And I want to touch on this guy real quick. He had an absolute fucking nuke off Seth Lugo 2 days ago. I mean, you guys think I was glazing Tirso and fucking Eguy. Like, what can Jackson Merrill be? Mike, I remember this time last year, we were doing the stream on Borna's channel, and there's a video of Jackson Merrill's swing. And you're like, dude, this guy's swing kind of reminds me of Freddie Freeman. And some people in the chat are like, you fuckers always delusional DSG. Oh,
let's go back and find that clip.
Oh, you spelled Yu Darvish's name wrong, or son's name wrong. Delusional DSG. It's like, shut up, guys. We are who we are. We make mistakes. That was a spot on take.
That was a good take.
This fucking guy, Jackson Merrill. What's stopping him from being 280 with 30 bombs this year?
Nothing.
His comments, bro. This fucking guy's comments after games. This dude is like he's
a baseball psycho. He's a fucking
he's like if you go on ChatGPT and you look up like create the fucking biggest and best player that could be for this San Diego Padres team right now. Jackson Merrill would pop up, dude. Fucking just hard worker, all about his craft, cool guy, beloved by his teammates, fucking incredible at the game. Everything about this dude. And like, I know it's hard to not think, like, it's hard as Padres fans, especially. You think, all right, he's definitely going to leave us, right? One day. But like, you can't. And okay, I bet you the chat agrees. It's definitely in everybody's mind. Don't act like it's not. When you have a guy this level, because we thankfully never had to deal with this with Tatis.
Yeah.
I would legitimately give Jackson Merrill, and I had a guy comment earlier saying like, don't extend after 1 year. Fuck that. Give Jackson Merrill right now. Say fuck it. Hey, Jackson will give you a 10-year, $240 million contract. See what he does.
I agree.
Would he not take that?
He would be silly to turn that down, in my opinion.
The only and chat, what would you give Jackson Merrill? I know someone said 15,550. That's not going to happen. What's a realistic?
10-240 is realistic if you backload it too. This guy's making 40 million is like 26 through 30.
Why not? And then he goes, or you make it 8. I do 8,200.
I don't get I don't get that deal though. He's already under team contract until 2030. That's not very beneficial to the Padres. Like, if you're not gonna lock this guy down,
20 with
if you're not gonna lock this guy down through his age like 33-year-old season, I don't know if you give him a contract right now. Why are you gonna let this guy go? You're gonna pay him a ton of money for him to go to a different team in his prime?
That's a good point. I agree with JD. I mean, I think the time to extend, unfortunately, was before his.
Well, they tried, and he didn't
accept. Kind of guy, bro. That's the kind of guy Jackson. That's the kind of guy Jackson Merrill is, bro. He bet on himself, and so far, motherfucker.
I know, but
he was all in on red.
This
shit hit red, bro.
This dude's 32. This dude's doubling down, tripling down. He keeps hitting. Padres are not going to have enough bankroll to pay this guy. And you know what, Matt? Listen, this is what we got to realize, right? Right now, think about it. Merrill's a free agent in 2030. It's 2025. So he's guaranteed on this team for at least another half decade. Yeah. Machado's going to be in his late 30s. Xander's going to be in his late 30s. Crone is maybe still going to be on the team. Tatis is going to be mid-prime when Merrill's contract is coming up. We got to enjoy the years now.
Yeah,
because that's what, man. You never know about You never know where this team. And, hey, you know what? Maybe, and this is wishful thinking.
Let me hear it.
Listen, I think, I truthfully think they'll do everything they can to extend Jackson Merrill, right? But who's to say 3 years from now, LDV isn't that guy that everybody's asking to extend?
Hey,
I'm saying, bro. Who's to say that Leo DeVries isn't a guy who comes up and everyone's like, listen, Merrill's that guy. We want Merrill to stay, but maybe LDV is that guy that's like, you got to keep one and you got to keep LDV. I don't know.
I mean, dude, how awesome, Mike. In chat, just think about it like this. The fact that we're having this conversation, how fucking awesome is that? Because this time last season, or this time last year, we were not even sure if this kid was going to break camp, and we were nervous that we were going to ruin his confidence if he came up and didn't hit. Now we're talking, how much are we going to give this guy as an extension? Is it going to be more than the Tatis deal? That is a great problem to have. There's shitty problems to have where you're like, okay, well, if this guy isn't hitting at age 31, how is he going to hit at age 39? That's a bad problem. A good problem is we have a 21-year-old superstar. That's awesome. And where he was drafted fucking 26 in the draft. AJ Preller, hey, has he made bad moves? Yes. Give that motherfucker some flowers, bro. AJ Preller, that is scouting. That is baseball, dude. That is how you do it. 26 pick in the draft.
The craziest thing about that draft, Matt.
What do you do in the second round? Picks James Wood.
I know. I was gonna say
you would have never gotten one.
That dude was on his fucking shit that draft.
Oh, 2021 Preller was going crazy, my boy. Crazy.
Dude, that was a crazy, crazy draft. And you know what, man? Merrill could have so easily been placed in that Soto deal. And I'll tell you, listen.
Imagine if we had Robert Hassel instead of him.
I know. I was gonna say, or even like CJ. Like, honestly, like,
Jackson Merrill. Hey, Jackson Merrill and CJ Abrams. Hate to say it, CJ. Hey, if we're talking about, ironically, talking about gambling on yourself, hey, Jackson Merrill's probably not going to be at the casino till fucking 4 a.m. before game day.
You know what? Let's not count all of our chickens before they hatch, though, bro. All right. I don't like. Listen, if you would have told us in 2019 that we would have had the 2022 Tatis saga, we would have said no fucking way.
Yeah, it's actually fact.
You're like, there's no way. So let's not.
If we see fucking.
But I do think that the star power, right? Merrill seems pretty grounded as an individual. Tatis loves to party, bro. I love it. I love
that, bro.
That's Nino, bro. That's Nino. That's that guy. He deserves it. Listen, had a tough 2022. This dude, he looked like he lost a lot of weight after that flu, too. When he gets that weight put back on, it's going to be scary. Hopefully the authentic way. Maybe a couple,
come on.
Protein shakes. No, I'm kidding.
Toddy's him, bro. Literally.
He's that guy.
If he stayed, like, all I'm asking from the baseball gods is two things this year. For two guys to stay healthy. Number one, Sean Bouchard on the Colorado Rockies.
Yes,
one of our best friends who went 4 for 4 today. If you want to be a fan of any player outside of the Padres, Sean Bouchard is your guy. Best guy. Been our
good
best
people.
Friend since we were 8. So I'm rooting for Sean Bouchard to stay healthy. I'm rooting for Tatis to stay healthy, man. Give me 155 games of Fernando Tatis Jr. and shut all the haters up, man. There's not a lot of haters anymore, by the way, unless you're like a hardcore fucking, no profile picture merchant. If your profile picture is like the Dodgers World Series ring, you're probably going to hate on Tatis. If it's not that, you appreciate greatness.
Tatis is the best, dude. He's great for the game. This year, when he wins the MVP award,
shout out Tyler Nevin, baby.
T-Nev's a legend. This year, when Toddy wins the MVP award, his star status as the face of baseball is almost officially back.
You see, he signed. Oh, dude, this is. Oh, yeah. I gotta show this.
Are you gonna show the Johnny
John
Walker
Heyman tweet, bro?
Who?
The John Heyman tweet. This fucking.
I bet you said Johnny Damon.
I do like Johnny Damon though.
What did John Heyman tweet,
bro? So I'm chilling, on a walk, and I see this John Heyman tweet, and it says Fernando Tatis Jr. And I'm like, this doesn't seem good. 1 sec. Let me share. How do I share my screen? Present. Yeah, so this tweet. Word going around. Imagine how scary of a tweet this is when you first see it, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck is that wording?
Word going around, Padres superstar Fernando Tatis Jr. is considering. I'm like, I literally saw this, Mike. It reminded me of the Jeff Passan tweet when he got busted. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Who tweets this? Who tweets this? Unless you're trying to be a troll. John Heyman, you're a troll under the bridge. You're like Max Muncy. What is this tweet?
Dude, that's so crazy.
This is so dumb, bro. Like, you want to rile people up? You want to give me a little bit of a fucking heart attack? Johnny Heyman? That's why we're Tim Kirchin guys at the DSG, bro. Who tweets that?
Also,
who tweets that?
And I don't know who tweets that, but
shout out Bad Bunny though.
No, that's a good group to be signed by, dude. Tatis might become that Latin superstar that he deserves to be. And then you know what we become? We become the team of the DR. We become the team of.
We already are the team of the DR, bro.
I know, but then you see a couple videos. You see a couple of those Caucasians on vacation in the Dominican Republic, and you got Padres jerseys all over, baby. You got Padres jerseys all over.
Okay, you name a better, and this is insane, Glaze. You're name two dudes. If you were single right now and you were gonna run a 3-man with two. No, I'm saying right. Tatis and Bad Bunny, bro. You go to the club with Tatis and Bad Bunny, it's game over, bro.
Yeah, it's game over as in no girls are talking to me. That's what the game's over. What do you mean? Game is cooked. Look at me. They're like,
Bad Bunny and Tatis.
Water boy? Is this the water boy? What's going on here?
Bad Bunny and Tatis going to run a nasty 2-game, bro. Hold on, Matt. I know. That's crazy, Glaze.
Yeah, that was crazy pause.
All right, chat. I knew I was going to get cooked for that one. Sorry about that. Classic. Let's talk a little bit more about Padres baseball, though. And one guy that was a little concerning, I know it was his only or second outing of the spring. If you guys watched Bobby Fastballs yesterday, bro, he's fucking just call him BB, Bobby Balls, bro. That motherfucker couldn't throw a strike to save his life.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous that Bobby lost some of his aura, bro. Bobby lost some of that VAR, dude. I don't know what happened. And I'm only saying this because it's early spring and there's no entrance, there's no shit like that. He's also pitching in the 3rd inning. So it's like,
I'm going to disagree with you.
Yeah, let me hear it.
If Bobby Fastballs would have ever lost his aura, there's 1 year that it would have happened. When you give up what's known as Bryce Harper's swing of his life,
it's a great point.
You come back and bounce back from that and again are a great pitcher, I'm not worried if you walk in a few guys in your first game this spring. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
He's dusting off the cobwebs. That dude gave up arguably the worst home run in franchise history for the Padres to give up. And he came back and he was an all-star reliever. I'm not worried about Bobby, but I will say it's a beautiful thing that if for some reason Bobby does suck, we have so many weapons in the pen. We're going to be just fine. If Bobby sucks, we have Jason Adam to step in.
Jerry.
Estrada. Literally whoever we want at our disposal. You got guys like Bradley, what is it? Bradley,
bro, the honey badger.
Insane.
Bradley, though,
stepping in, just throwing dots.
Let's talk about Bradley Rodriguez real quick. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Watching that guy pitch, Put that motherfucker on the team. Dude, 100 with his fastball, wipeout slider, the honey badger, bro. Why not? That's the thing with relievers. Fuck Wandy. Bro, like there's some of these guys. I'm like, bro, why ever? The Padres should never give out another contract to a relief pitcher. That is, especially if we're going to be broke boys, like it seems like we're going to be for a little bit, never pay another relief pitcher. We got Jerry under control for a while. And then you got some demons like fucking Francis Pena and the Pena trader and the honey badger. Bro, where AJ just spawns these fools, bro.
Relievers.
The best thing is like we're gonna literally be chilling in like July, and like Giannis is gonna tweet like some random motherfucker's name. He's like, "Yo, this guy for Fort Wayne's looking pretty good." And this time next spring, we're gonna be like, talking about that guy, bro. It's crazy. They just keep spamming. They keep spamming relievers. That's why Bobby's still expendable, man. Even with Skyline hurt, even with Sean Reynolds hurt.
What's the status on our boy? Is he out for the?
I haven't heard. I heard Hoeing might be out for the start of the season.
Yeah, I forgot about Hoeing being hurt too.
We want Hoeing back.
We have a lot of weapons in this pen, dude.
Oh,
I would like one lefty or two lefty weapons. But if you just got these righties just throwing bullets at him, like, yeah, I think Yuki, you know.
Hey, Yuki looks good so far, bro. The chef. Also, the chef's second full year in the bigs, coming over from Japan. I'm excited to see the chef cook, brother.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I just like, I don't know. I just think I just think this team is shaping up, bro. Honestly, like a lot of good things are happening. I'm interested to see. I mean,
big game tomorrow.
Yeah, we got two. Nick,
we got a split. We got a split squad. Dude, I hope we put our studs up against Sleepy Bob.
Alberto Devine Dex tickets will be available. We're going to the first series, but pretty much if we're not an SD, those tickets are for sale.
Is Manny back? Is Manny back yet?
Why all the Wandy hate? I have no hate against Wandy as a person. He gets paid $5 million, and I think he's not one of the.
I would not trust Wandy Peralta in a big moment for the Padres. It's nothing like to say that he doesn't have a great meme that we post when he does well.
I hate Wandy's contract. I don't hate Wandy.
I actually like Wandy as an individual.
Yeah, he seems funny as shit. He seems like a cool dude. But getting paid that much money at his age,
he didn't play well last year. Like, he was not an enjoyable watch. But you know, as sad as it is, if you look at his career numbers, he played just around his career averages.
Yeah, it was a weird contract.
It is what it is.
Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't.
He eats innings. He had 3 straight years of sub 3 ERAs, and then he comes to us and he has a 4 ERA. It happened.
He had a stinker last year.
It happens.
Rumor is Cronenworth going on paternity list in late August. Good for Jakey. Usually means good things. So good for him. That's awesome. Good. Good for Jake.
Congratulations to Cron.
Where do we see Cosgrove? Sadly, man, I don't think Cosgrove is going to make the squad, dude. His ERA is like 500 right now.
Yeah, Tom's definitely
hard, dude. It's a hard sport, dude.
It's a hard sport. And I hope I tweeted it last week when he had a bit of a struggled outing. I'm like, I mean, we hope he finds it. But at the same time, guys, we said it a little bit earlier. AJ Preller should not be in the business to make everybody happy. He should be in the business to win a championship. And sometimes you're going to have to make hard decisions. And I think there's certain players on this team that probably aren't going to help this team win a championship. And it's better to figure that out in spring.
Of course, he turned heel, bro.
Okay. I actually thought that was a real. Is that a real picture?
Hey, I think it's a real picture. This picture is the worst thing John Cena's done in the last, I don't even know how many years. Is that funny? Sorry, you were cooking though. My bad.
No, that pisses me off. I'm a Cena guy, but that's
Ooh, Nathan, I like this. Stone Garrett was DFA'd by the Nationals. He rakes against lefties, but if you sign a Stone Garrett, then you're pretty much saying, all right, one of Hayward, Joe, one of these guys is gone, right? Like, I don't know, man.
I mean, dude, Stone Garrett's stats though, like his career numbers are insane.
Yeah, he's like good. He got hurt. He had that injury.
Career 833 OPS, like in 2023, 2 WAR, 10 homers, 801 OPS. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know we signed Hayward, we signed Connor Joe, but I just don't know if they're better than Stone Garrett. Like, I don't know if that's the type of
Garrett plays first in DH, so he's kind of like fuck Yuli. Fuck Yuli. Get this guy. Bro, I want dogs on our roster, bro. I want dudes with potential. This guy looks like an absolute unit, bro. Look at this. He looks like me. He looks like me.
Yeah,
at least muscle-wise, 100% looks like me, bro.
For sure.
And like, we need more guys that look like, as ripped as me on this squad, bro. Elite me's voice crack. Stone Garrett's numbers, though. Let's look this shit up. Dude, 468 OPS. He has a 468 OPS plus, bro. Look at these numbers. How is he not in the bigs? These are the best numbers I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know.
5 at-bats, but still, bro.
Yeah, we gotta figure out if has he been picked up by anybody?
I always get nervous when I share my Twitter. Just a heads up, everybody. Hopefully nothing ever pops. Nothing bad ever pops up. You're really playing a dangerous game with the Twitter sphere. Let's look. He is. Oh, let's talk a little bit about Perlaza. Stone Garrett. All right, let's see. In his last healthy season, he had a 121 OPS plus in 90 games. Why don't we just get this motherfucker, bro? Like, what is going on?
Look at this bomb. Boop.
That was a nuke. Oh, that's Jason Hayward. That's funny. I was like, who is that? Stone Garrett, dude. Why hasn't he been picked up, though? Are people nervous?
Why? Because he gets hurt?
Well, he had a pretty bad injury.
Yeah, I mean, he played 1 game last year after the injury and 2 games or whatever.
3 for 5. JD, thanks for the donation, brother. Does AJ need to win a championship in order for his 13 years to be considered a success? It's a fantastic question. Given the history of the Padres, AJ will probably go down as the second most successful GM of all time behind, would you say, Kevin Towers?
I mean, I guess you would, yeah. R.I.P. to Kevin Towers.
And I know this is like a classic Padres fucking loser fan base, whatever. If AJ makes a World Series, I will consider him probably the best GM in Padres history. Given the success, because I'm 28, Mike's 26. I don't remember the 98 World Series. I obviously wasn't alive for the 84 World Series. The vibe of the Padres, the last 4 or 5 years of Padres baseball is completely, Skylar, great point. Completely different. We used to be the Pirates without Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
No, and as recently as legitimately 6 years ago, we were ass. AJ deserves his flowers. I don't know about what I considered a success if he never wins or makes a World Series.
I think it's I 100%.
I know, and I would say yeah, man. I wouldn't. I wouldn't build the motherfucker a statue outside the stadium.
We used to have to sit through the most boring fucking seasons, the most depressing baseball seasons, and we've been baseball guys our whole lives. And it would, even when April comes around, you're like, all right, well, I mean, like maybe we could make one of a Moneyball type run, and then by June we're fucking 25 games back, and you're like, all right, I guess it's like now we gotta enjoy summer and wait for the Chargers, and then the Chargers left, and you're like, all right, well, thank God the Padres became fucking good. Like,
we used to be a joke, bro. We used to be a joke. And JD, interesting question. If we don't win a World Series, would we be a laughingstock? No. Dude, only one team, bro. Like, there's so many teams that the Milwaukee Brewers, are they a laughingstock? Seattle Mariners, are they a laughingstock?
Kind of, yeah. No, I mean, we all are.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like we have to call a spade, guys. Yeah, I know. That is something I used to be way worse at saying that. I used to say that in every episode. Just got pulled over. No way. That's crazy. Hey, tell it. Tell him the gospel says to let you off, bro. Mees, before you head out, I'm home alone tonight, so I might keep yapping. But you got any final? I know you're about to dip set. Any final kind of words? You looking forward to Pavetta starting tomorrow? Any Gavin Sheets comments? I'm interested to hear before you head out.
I want to see a full lineup. I want to see a lineup with Machado, Tatis, Bogarts. I want to see the whole squad in there soon. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I know Manny's got a couple tweak back or whatever it is for him. Nico, I'll get that right on
Hey,
Wednesday.
yeah, Nico. Hey, I can't even see how many. Hey, if you guys could like this stream, are we at 100, Mike? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't think we are. let me check.
I'll get one
right now. We are at. Oh yeah, we got Sasaki bombs on the menu tomorrow. 155 watching. How many likes? We're at 50. Sorry guys, you got to get that up if you want to see me's freestyle. We don't give it up. We don't give it easy like that.
What was I going to say? Listen. I'm excited for Pabetta.
51 likes, bro. Not enough.
I want a Toddy homer. I want a Toddy homer tomorrow. I want a nuke. Bro. I want one of those things that, they're fighting about. I want one of those nukes. You know what I mean? I need one. I need a Tatis 500-foot homer just to get the body tingling a little bit, Give me a back-to-back Merrill Tatis, I'll combust. That's what I want tomorrow.
Let's do it. Hey, thanks, Meezy. Deuces for the Meezinator. Hey, chat, we out here. You're lucky enough to stay with the gospel, with one half of the gospel. Matty D. Tingling. I'm tingling. Rogi Sasaki on the bump for the Dodgers tomorrow. Interested to see how he does. Obviously, that TikTok we made got ruffled a few feathers. Shocked that it ruffled some feathers. That totally wasn't our intention. I'm really interested to see what happens with Tirso and Jason Hayward, man. And just kind of like those positions. One guy who I love, who's honestly my guy, but it's a very interesting spot. I think I was listening to John and Jim earlier. I think Kevin Acee is releasing an article about this guy like tomorrow. And it's Tyler Wade. So Tyler Wade is what Kevin said on John and Jim. Tyler Wade's kind of took over for Profar as like the vibes guy, like the VAR dude. Like he said, I think Kevin Acee's quote was, "Your favorite Padres' favorite Padre." And I get, what up, Nick? Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you being in the chat. Wade's a VAR guy, bro. So that's I see some people on Twitter saying like, shoot, like why do we have Tyler Wade? Like all this stuff. Not everyone, you have to have guys, especially bench pieces, that can play a certain role. Not everyone needs to be Jackson Merrill or Tatis, right? But T Wade, he brings that extra stuff, bro. Like VAR's a real ass thing. He can run, he can bunt. And like that's what a team is, right? Like if every single person was just like a fucking home run hitter, power slugger off the bench. Like if every player was Gavin Sheets, your bench would be fucked. You need different guys, positional player hedges. Can't do shit with the bat, but yeah, glue piece. Completely agree, man. Rookie season projections for Tirso. I'm gonna say Tirso Ornelas goes if he starts in the bigs. I'm gonna say 13 home runs, 740 OPS. Bats like 250. I'm high on Tirso, dude. I think this guy's gonna be legit. Like his swing looks good. I know Coach Quintero said he has a long swing. I don't know. I watching him also shockingly DSG. I'm not a scout, so I don't really know. Fucker looks good to me, man. He hits bombs, bro. What were we missing last year? Wade grew up watching the Pods in Marietta. That's what I'm saying, bro. What up, Boingo? How are you, bro? Hope you're having a great day. Make sure to like this chat too if you guys could. Appreciate you. Hey, Ken, thank you. We're working with Birdie Surfer. I'll put that in the chat. But if you use our code, we get a little donny. Do you think he's making this roster? Right now, I think Tirso makes this roster. But that's what I guess Mike's point was before he dipped. If Tirso makes the roster, who's off? Jason Hayward, Connor Joe, like guys like this. Like there's a lot of interesting decisions to be made. Scott. 255, 18 homers, 72 ribbies. If Tirso has that, I'm buying a jersey. Gavin Sheets, hey, I'm a Gavin Sheets guy. Like, the Padres bench is kind of fun, honestly. Like, I know I said it earlier. The bench is going to get sexy. The bench is going to get sexy this year. That's the GOAT. I just spent money on the super chat. Nothing left. JD, I feel that, bro. Let me look up some stuff real quick. I want to talk. Let's see. I wonder what we could talk about before. Oh, let's talk about little Nicky Pivetta. He's our number 4 starter right now. What would be a successful Nick Pivetta season in your eyes, chat? What do you think would be a successful, like, come October, we look back and we say, yeah, Nick Pivetta was good this year. I'm saying he starts 32 games, 3.80 ERA, 3.70 ERA. I like that. 3.5. Low 4 ERA, high innings pitched. If he eats innings, I'm happy. I'm the other guy, 3.5. I like that. 3.8. I mean, Pivetta's biggest issue is that he gives up nukes. So if we can limit the nukes, we're in a really good spot, man. Really good spot. As a Sox fan, all he needed to do is learn to control negative emotions. Interesting. Nicky P. Hey, if Nicky P could be good for we got the, I mean, you're pitching at Petco. I know it's not as much of a pitcher's park as it used to be. You got Ruben Niebla as your coach, man. If there's a better time to, come through and show yourself, Marine Lair. Yeah, we've seen it. Merrill and Tatis would have had like 4 home runs more each last year if it wasn't for the Marine Lair. I think he's gonna be solid, man. I think Nick Pivetta is gonna be good. I'm thinking like a 3.80 ERA, 150 innings pitched, a lot of Ks, and if he can limit the bombs, sky's the limit, man. And yeah, Darvish also gives up nukes, but he locks in. We should have signed Buehler instead of Pivetta. Way cheaper, better for the playoffs. Buehler looks. I mean, injury risk with Buehler is definitely big. I think that's probably why. Also, I think we underestimate the fact, like, if we sign Buehler, Dodgers shit, like, there's bad blood there, man. Like, honestly, like, we could be honest. Like, as a Padres fan, I would prefer not to sign, Walker Buehler. I wasn't a big Walker Buehler fan when he was pitching. Kolek looks great. We were just talking about him, fiery. He looks really good. He looks really, really good. And with Kolek, did CM Punk. I saw the Cena heel turn and the CM Punk's crazy. I think the 5th rotation spot is absolutely fascinating with Randy Vasquez, who hasn't looked good at all. Matt Waldron, Matty Nux, who's going all in on the knuckleball. Kyle Hart is the one guy I'm extremely excited to watch pitch. Because I don't know if you guys remember our chat or our stream when Kyle Hart signed. But he has some pretty interesting stuff. I'm about to show this real quick. I think this is Sammy Lev's vid. Or what up, Alek? Thanks for hopping in, bro. I like this dude. Like, imagine if he gives us like Clayton Richard energy, bro. He's a big fella. He's 6'5". And my favorite part about Kyle Hart was his comments. I'll show this real quick. My friend Ash, Kyle the Hitman Hart, baby. Ash has this is like a Kyle Hart. Like, he's a dude. He's a dog, bro. He talks shit. What's up, Stevie? How you doing, bro? You could the heart attack. Deacon, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, I think Kyle Hart had an interesting name in Korea. I think they called him he had a fun nickname in Korea. I mean, God save the pods. This is a great tweet. I'm very let's look at this. You guys could hear this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty clear as soon as I talked to AJ, Josh, Ruben. I think it was pretty clear where this team is at, and I felt like they wanted me, and that was something that I kind of set out at the beginning of free agency was let's kind of combine opportunity with a chance to win, a great clubhouse, a great culture, and I was putting those things first in my journey, and as soon as I started talking to those guys, it was clear that this was going to be the best fit for me.
What did last year do for you? And
he also followed DSG on Instagram,
so
simple as that, brother. If you
those
follow the
what
gospel, we're gonna be a
changed,
fan.
What worked for you, and I think it was really just the blank canvas that I was given by the Dinos, just to kind of do my thing, be myself, and that's something I kind of latched onto. I felt like my last couple of years in the minor leagues, I didn't know kind of who I was, what my role was.
So that's an interesting comment. This dude seems like a perfect example of a guy who loves baseball. Obviously, did not have the success he wanted the first time in the bigs. He went up in like 2020, got raked with the Red Sox. Goes to Korea, finds himself, comes back. This dude, I mean, he seems like a guy that's going to end up being a pretty big part of this rotation. And having him, because imagine if Kolek's legit. And by legit, I don't mean, he's going to be opening day starter in 2026. I mean a legit MLB rotation piece. If he could be a legit MLB rotation piece and Kyle Hart can be too, that's 6 legit pitchers in this rotation without even talking about Matt Waldron, without even talking about Brian Hoeing, without even talking about Randy Vasquez, also, I can't believe I haven't even brought this guy up. Braden Nett, bro. Have you guys seen this dude? Braden Nett is fucking cracked. Bro, this dude was shoving. And he's 22 with an arm sleeve. Big dumper, adios. The Padres pitching depth is looking a lot better than we thought it was going to be 2 months ago. Do I think Braden Nett's going to start in the bigs? Absolutely not. He's probably going to be in AA. But this dude looks like he has stuff to be a guy. All you need is a couple guys that are going to be. Yeah, Weathers looks great in spring. I saw a stat that said like his fastball is like averaging out at like 98 with like 11 inches of vertical dip or something like that. Good for Weathers, man. I never had an issue with that guy. I felt bad. His mom on Twitter was hella funny. Oh, Neon Lights. I got it from, I need to remember the dude's name. But I can post it on Instagram later. But super nice guy. And he does a bunch of like lights and shit in SD. Braden Nett's got stuff though, man. The team is low-key, got some dogs, man. Yeah, like look. King, Darvish, Musgrove, Pivetta, Kolek. And if Kyle Hart could be legit, that's not bad, dude. That is not bad. Literally 2 months ago, our 4 starters were Randy and Waldron. Right now, that would not be good. that would not be good. All right, guys. I feel like I'm running a little bit in circles. I wish I had a little bit more for you. It's been an hour. I'm excited. There's nothing else I could say. I'm excited for Padres baseball. I'm excited for baseball in general. Just praying for everybody to stay healthy. Want to see some dudes. And yeah, man, it's just like, yeah, I mean, he's had a good spring. I agree. But I mean, like Kolek is a perfect example of a guy where you're like, all right, like we don't need him to be like, if he continues to show, like, yeah, give him that 5th spot. But he does look like, at least from the eye test, at least, he looks pretty legit. When are we getting Giannis or Welsh Fryer? Would love to have both of them on. I've hit up Giannis before. And Welsh is the man. I would totally have Tom on. Yeah, let's talk a little SDFC. I won't lie, that game on Saturday was boring. And you might say, oh, you don't know soccer because it was boring. 0-0 always sucks. And that might just be the American sports fan in me, but 0-0 always sucks. I hate that. SDFC was attacking the entire game. Couldn't get one through. St. Louis FC was playing like a bunch of pussies, just parking the bus, playing defense the whole time. They were playing for the tie. That being said, you tell me before the season we play the Galaxy and St. Louis FC, we get 4 points all day, bro. Also, the energy in that stadium, is electric. I have no comment on everything that I honestly wasn't even paying it. Like, I was in Tahoe, so I really have no idea about what happened with like the slurs and stuff like that. Also, you do not come for the DSG for my opinions on that shit. I really have no idea about any of that. All I care about is the actual sport, and STFC looks pretty fire. And the energy with the fans and how the city's getting there. Manny was down there. That was a boring game, dude. That was a boring ass game. Like, I was watching it and on my phone when I was at the Airbnb, and I was like, this is a little boring. What wasn't boring? How about them Aztecs, baby? Aztecs looking good as we head closer into almost the Mountain West tournament. We're looking like a tourney team. I would not want to play the Tex, man, because the Tex are 100% the type of team that will either play some team, go on like an 8-minute scoring drought in the first and lose, or they're going to make it to the second weekend. Miles Bird, Magoon's coming back. Nick, I'm excited. Hey, the Tex, I would not want to play the Tex. The Tex are, and it's they make the tourney. It's all Gucci, man. They should just go and play hard. Right? Like, there's no expectations. This isn't we're not going to be a 2 seed. We'll probably be a 9 seed. Make some shit happen. If we play Duke in the fucking second game, we advance the first game, play Duke. That's electric. Hey, I would not want to face Goon and Miles, bro. That's what I'm fucking talking about, man. My buddy actually is was traveling for work today. And let's see if I have the picture. Favorite Aztec, easily in my top 3 favorite Aztecs of all time. It's my buddy Mondesi, and he was at the Southwest Terminal. Worst terminal in America, by the way. Southwest in San Diego. Absolutely trash. He met Eguy Rosario, the GOAT, bro. I love this fucking guy. Eguy was special, man. San Diego sports are having a moment, dude. San Diego sports are having a moment. Who's up magooning their guap right now? Playing Duke would be sick, dude. Cooper Flags, I watched the game today. Cooper Flag is so legit. 13th best defense in the country. Jacob, I like those stats, Papa. San Diego sports is having a moment. SDFC, if you can't get hyped about that, even that much of a 0-0 absolute boring game, I'm still like the energy watching it. And I'm going to go to that LAFC game on March 29th or 30th. Me and Mees are going to be down there for opening day. So we're going to go opening day Thursday. On Friday, we're going to hit Petco for the Friday game. Saturday, we're going to probably hit Petco and then leave early and try to go to SDFC. And then we're going to hit all 4 games. So if you find us, you see us there, man, we'll buy you guys a beer or girls a beer. Vibes are high, dude. Yeah. Oh, dude, if you're a Duke fan, you should be excited, bro. Duke and Auburn are nasty. Everybody else, I don't know. Chat, I appreciate all you, honestly. If you guys could, like I said, subscribe. I'll put this in a podcast form. It will be out. But appreciate every single one of you rocking with us, rocking with the gospel. Like I say, man, we're very grateful to have everybody that interacts with our content. We love doing it. And the chat is always ripping. So I appreciate all of you. Hope everybody has an awesome Monday night. Possibly doing an early or a late stream on Wednesday. I have a buddy's birthday party. But if we don't do that, we might do Thursday. And we might do another Modelo stream this weekend. So appreciate all you. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Thanks.